Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss the part 43 of the important notes for biochemistry so that you can easily able to answer the one-liners and the MCQs in your exam. Now the types of the RNAs. We have basically three types of RNAs. That means the mRNA, that means messenger RNA, rRNA or the ribosomal RNA, and the tRNA or the transfer RNA. Now first of the mRNA. mRNA is the most heterogeneous RNA synthesized in the nucleus. Ribosomal RNA is the most abundant RNA and is synthesized in the nucleolus, while the tRNA is the smallest one and has maximum modified bases, for example, pseudouracil. So remember, both mRNA and the tRNA are synthesized in the nucleus, while the rRNA is synthesized in the nucleolus. tRNA and the rRNA have uncapped 5' ends, okay, and no polyadenylyl tails at the 3' end. While in the mRNA, we have capped 5' ends and the polyadenylyl tail at the 3' end. tRNA and rRNA are not translated. The tRNA is the adapter to carry the specific amino acid. Now in the tRNA, as you can see, this is the picture of the tRNA. Okay. Now this tRNA, first of all, as you can see, this is the T-arm of the tRNA. This T-arm is also known as the T-Chi-C arm, or we can say thymine pseudouridine cytosine arm of the tRNA, or simply you can say pseudouridine arm of the tRNA. Okay. Now this T-arm basically helps in the non-covalent binding of the A site of the ribosome during the initiation and the elongation. Now next is the D-loop or the D-arm or the DHU arm. Now this DHU arm or the dihydrouridine arm selects the correct amino acid by recognizing the specific amino acid tRNA synthetase enzyme. Now codon is present on the mRNA or the messenger RNA, and the anticodon is present on the tRNA. So as you can see over here, this is the anticodon loop consisting of the anticodons. Amino acid is covalently attached at the 3' end of the tRNA. mRNA, which is formed from more than one gene, is known as the polycistronic and is characteristic of the prokaryotes. So over here, as you can see, this is the polycistronic mRNA having more than one gene, right? Now in the eukaryotes, each mRNA comes from a single gene known as the monocistronic mRNA. Now we talk about the ribosomes, right? So first of all, the bacterial or the prokaryotic ribosomes. Now the prokaryotic ribosome have the 70S unit formed by the 50S and the 30S subunit. Okay, so 70S comprising the larger subunit as the 50S comprising of the 5S, 23S rRNA. Okay, and the smaller subunit 30S comprising of 16S rRNA. The eukaryotic ribosome is composed of 80S unit comprising of the larger subunit as the 60S and the smaller subunit as the 40S. Over here, the 60S comprises of the 5S, 5.8S and the 28S rRNA, and the smaller subunit 40S comprises of the 18S rRNA. Just remember the main important thing is over here is the 70S, 80S and the subunits of them. The exons or the coding DNA sequence are only 1 to 2% of all the genome, and the rest is the non-coding one. Presence of the introns basically prevents the mutation. Okay, so remember the introns do not codes for any sequence, okay, but only the exon basically codes for the DNA. Introns are transcribed and not translated. Okay, but introns are important because they prevent the mutation. Only eukaryotic DNAs have introns. Okay. Coding RNA is only mRNA. Rest are non-coding RNAs. The final product of the gene expression can be a protein or RNA depending on the gene. Ribozyme means RNA act as an enzyme. Substrate of the ribozyme is mostly RNA. Ribozyme catalyzes the breakage and the synthesis of the phosphodiester bond, and no ATP is used over here. Telomerase and the RNase H are not ribozymes. The example ribozymes are the rRNA, splicing ribosome, that means snRNA, and the ribonuclease P. Ribonuclease P basically cleaves the tRNA. So today up till here, we'll discuss about the further important notes in our next video. Thank you so much.